When the news came out that Diddy was sentenced to just over 4 years in federal prison, the music world stopped in shock. Reactions flooded in from everywhere. Fans, critics, and even old rivals. But one voice stood out from the rest: Suge Knight. And he's not happy.
Done. I mean, that's the first time in history that a person is going to get sentenced and they can actually put on a campaign like they're running for the president of the United States, where they can show videos and pretty much everything. Only thing I was waiting on was the fact that I was waiting on him to bring out the DJ and start playing music and let him do what he do best: dance and shake that ass. And Mike, not cutting you off, but he was an informant for years.
Was you really?
Yeah. That's why when people was like, "Oh, he's gonna run," oh, he's not. It's the reason why these type of people get caught up. They always been telling they bigger than the law because they part of the law.
Speaking from behind bars, the former Death Row Records boss didn't hold back. Suge said he's seen it all: the streets, the studios, and the courts. But Diddy's sentencing shocked even him. To Suge, this wasn't justice as most people understand it.
And the other side of it is that, well, the sad side of it is that I couldn't believe that not one of his baby mothers came in to support him or testify. And I was surprised by that because that shows a lot about the character. I know if I was on the stand, if I was up there, at least a few of my baby mamas, at least one for sure, will come have something good to say.
To someone like Suge, who spent decades in the system, that kind of treatment was unheard of. He remembered his own day in court. No cameras, no letters of support, no chance to tell his side. Just a few words from the judge and the sound of a gavel that changed everything.
I never got the chance to put on a real defense. I had a paid attorney with many other people. But that's just how it goes. One thing we gotta learn how to do is enjoy your own motherfucking life and fight for yourself. And you don't have to wish bad on others to make yourself better.
But Suge didn't sound bitter, more thoughtful. He said Diddy's sentence was actually a blessing for him and his family. 4 years meant his kids would still have their father back, and his mother would still get to hug her son again. To Suge, that was something to be grateful for, even if he didn't think the punishment fit the crime. Still, he couldn't ignore the unfairness. Diddy, one of the richest and most powerful people in music, got what many inmates would call an easy sentence. Suge pointed out that people serving time for smaller crimes, even petty theft, are often forgotten by the system. They spend decades behind bars with no attention, no mercy, and no chance to rebuild their lives.
So you feel like they took it easy on him, giving
women's mind. And it's a situation where anybody can make mistakes. Anybody can do wrong. Dogs, they can wipe it on the grass, but they can't see the shit. But that shoe still smells like shit.
And that's what really bothered him. Suge's message wasn't just about Diddy. It was about how America's justice system changes when fame and power come into play. He said he's seen countless people go through the system without Diddy's resources, lawyers, or connections. Those people never get sent to facilities with rehabilitation programs or comfortable visitation areas.
R. Kelly situation was not bad as Puffy's situation. And they keep R. Kelly square in his ass. And they gave Puffy a hug.
So you feel that Diddy got special treatment?
It was definitely a special treatment. When I was getting sentenced, my mother wanted to speak, my family wanted to speak, and they wouldn't allow no one to speak at all. She gotta walk real soft.
Still, Suge believes Diddy's fame might actually protect him to some degree. If the Bureau of Prisons sends him to FCI Fort Dix, the facility his lawyers requested, it's not considered a tough place by federal standards. It's a low-security prison, more like a small, controlled community. There are dorm-style units, open spaces, and programs like RDAP, the Residential Drug Abuse Program, which can even shorten sentences for those who qualify. It's one of the few real opportunities inmates have to rebuild their lives. But it's also a place that demands discipline. The system watches everything. And according to Gene Deal, Diddy still has a lot to face, and a lot to answer for.
You think Diddy is strong enough to do 2 years?
I just told you, bruh. Kirk Burroughs, Lil' Kim. There's a lot of other people in the music industry that done federal time.
Because you told me he was suicidal. That's why I asked.
Everybody's suicidal when they first go to prison. Everybody's suicidal. If you've never been to prison before, you've never been behind bars, everybody is suicidal. Then you get used to it. It becomes your livelihood. You learn how to stay alive. You got a crust of bread in the corner to sleep in. Everything else is a blessing. Yo, it was something that was powerful that Diddy said. He said to the judge, he said, I can't change the past, but I can change the future. He'll be alright.
In the end, one thing's for sure. This story is far from over. Diddy's next chapter will test not just his freedom, but his legacy. Suge Knight's words have sparked a conversation that the music world can't ignore. Stay tuned, because the truth behind the walls might be louder than the music itself. And you won't want to miss what comes next.